Hi, this is Lisa Jorgensen, and my husband Brian will be today. Earlier this year, I was called as the Young Women's Camp Leader for our ward for the third time. God obviously has a sense of humor because I hate camping, and He knows it. And despite numerous opportunities that have been afforded to me, I still can't build a campfire. I struggle to perform simple first aid. I cannot pitch a tent. I don't like the cold, and there is zero appeal to sleeping on the ground. None. Thankfully for myself and for the girls, we've had priesthood leaders and we've had assistant camp directors who have been called to assist us. And they approach this calling with great enthusiasm, and they come sharing their time, talents, and their skills. And I'm very grateful for them. I just really have a hard time understanding how anybody enjoys camping. My favorite part of camping is when I don't. Despite my strong aversion to camping, I recognize that there are a lot of people who enjoy this pastime. In fact, this is the fifth calendar year of unprecedented growth in an industry that now contributes more than $1 trillion to the economy annually, according to Sarah Smith, founder of DIRT. So, what is all of the hullabaloo about? Advocates of camping and camping enthusiasm say that they enjoy connecting with nature, escaping the pressures of daily life, experiencing the beauty of the outdoors, and engaging in activities that promote physical fitness and improved mental health. Research supports these claims. Lisa Nisbet, PhD and psychologist at Trent University in Ontario, Canada, states that there is mounting evidence from dozens and dozens of researchers that nature has benefits for both physical and psychological human well-being. To be clear, I love the outdoors, just not the camping part. Personally, I find the negatives outweigh the positives. Comfort or lack of it is probably the most common reason that people don't like camping, and I think that's self-explanatory. Expense is another factor. The cost of camping can vary greatly depending on the location, season, and quality of your gear. An article on worldpackers.com lists essential items and prices for those looking to camp on a budget. They estimate that a camping excursion is going to run between $100 to $200 per person, and that's essential items like a food, tent, and a sleeping bag. That does not include additional items like a sleeping pad and cooking gear, or a lantern, a first aid kit, or any additional camping fees that might be included. Mosquitoes, ticks, and other insects can also wreak havoc on your outing. My kids won't even come out of the tent when the bugs are bad, and that kind of defeats the purpose of going camping. Have I mentioned crowds? As this pastime becomes more and more popular, we have crowd problems and traffic and lines and noise and litter. Campgrounds of America reported in 2023 that 22.6 million households plan to camp during the May holiday over Memorial Day. 22.6 million. Again, that seems counterintuitive. If the purpose of camping is escaping the noise and the congestion of city living, I certainly don't want to go endure trails or endure crowds while I'm camping. And last but not least, the porta potty. My 3-year-old son went on a camping trip with his grandparents, and he still has PTSD, flashbacks from when his grandfather forced him to use the porta potty. I could spend a lot of time expounding on each of these points and more, but today I want to highlight with you some of the great alternatives to camping, because there are many ways to connect with nature without having to endure the discomfort, inclement weather, bugs, and expensive camping. Some of the alternatives I will highlight include glamping, day hikes, and everyday outdoor activities. The important thing to remember is that being outdoorsy can look different for different people. Ultimately, the objective is to Spend time outside in whatever capacity brings you joy. Glamping is a term coined in 2005, and it refers to a more comfortable or luxurious experience with essentials like a real mattress and running water and electricity. While not the least expensive alternative, it certainly sounds more enjoyable than roughing it. I did a quick search on Airbnb and found a beachfront yurt with private access to a beautiful nature trail for only $75 per night. And this particular yurt comes fully furnished with an outdoor covered kitchen, propane shower, and Wi-Fi. To put things into perspective, a campsite in the same region is about $22 per night. But perhaps the idea of staying overnight outdoors is unappealing regardless of creature comforts or amenities. In that case, another great alternative is a day hike. A day hike requires minimal gear and covers a shorter distance and can be completed in a single day. This is a great option for beginners, those with moderate fitness levels, or limited free time. There are apps and websites that can help you plan the perfect trail. I would recommend AllTrails. You can filter and find hikes based on your specific skill level, preferences, and availability. They also have a library that includes 8,000 wheelchair-friendly trails because accessibility is important and everyone, regardless of age or ability, should have access to public spaces. With a quick Google search, I was able to locate 10 hikes in my area, ranging from easy to very challenging. On average, some of the more challenging hikes take about 3 hours to complete. However, as somebody who is less than average, I find a lot of these hikes to be quite grueling. However, the payoffs are often great, wonderful panoramic views. But would I do it again, or would I do it for that reason? I don't know. I would be remiss to mention that state parks, even day-use parks, often require a permit or a pass. In the state of Washington, you can purchase a Discover Pass for $35. That's good for a year from the date of purchase. And I think that's a worthwhile investment, especially as you can go several times a year. But maybe hiking doesn't appeal to you. There are many opportunities for you to get outside and enjoy the outdoors. Even limited periods of daily exposure to nature can increase well-being. Experts suggest that the most beneficial amount of time to spend outdoors for optimal health is 20 minutes to 2 hours per day. 20 minutes per day or 2 hours per week. So what does that look like? That could be going to the dog park or volunteering in your community garden. My family likes to go disc golfing. During the summer, I really enjoy kayaking. And don't let the cold weather deter you. As we're approaching the holidays, maybe consider visiting a Christmas tree farm or attending a holiday light event. If you don't like camping, and honestly, who wants to pack up all their belongings, drive to the woods, unpack all their gear, and live like they're homeless for 3 days? I don't know. Try one of the alternatives that I have suggested. You can still enjoy many of the benefits that nature has to offer you. Perhaps it's glamping or a day hike or a bike ride in your local park. It doesn't matter what you do, just do it. In conclusion, you can be outdoorsy without enduring the hassle, discomfort, and expensive camping. The key to connecting with nature is finding something that brings you joy. The possibilities are endless. Thank you.